Ladies and gentlemen, cyber freaks and computer illiterates, it's time to take that headlong plunge into that forbidden netherworld known as cyberspace with your trusty guides, Tom and Jim, the computer guys. And now, here's Tom and Jim.
Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jim.
Together, we're the computer guys. We're back again, Jim.
Here we are, Tom.
Yeah, what do we
Must be that day of the week.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday, huh?
Tuesday nights.
Oh, man.
KLAV, that's the place to be.
KLAV. Yes. Sirree Bob. Oh, Jim.
What are we going to talk about tonight, Tom?
Oh, that wonderful, scary topic, Jim. PC disasters. PC disasters.
No, Tom. That's as bad as tax time.
Oh, my God. Just, disaster stories.
Ooh, scary.
Ooh, could you think of
We
any?
should save that for Halloween.
Oh, yeah. That's another 10 months away. Oh, 8 months.
8 months?
8 months, yeah.
We need a computer here, Tom.
Yeah, we do. So,
Have you ever used one?
once in a while, I play Doom once in a while there, Jim.
You're a doomer.
I'm a Doomer. Yes, I am. Oh, what are you?
Big birthday this week, Tom.
Oh, is it? Whose? Mine?
Well, no, I thought it was Mike Wilson's because it's, it says computer ancestor turns 50, but I always call him the dinosaur, so.
Ooh, I wonder if he's listening tonight there, Jim.
I sure hope not.
So whose birthday is that, Jim?
It's my old buddy ENIAC.
ENIAC? What's an ENIAC?
Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. The world's first electronic computer.
Now that is a disaster story, Jim. That is a definite disaster story. Go ahead.
50 tons of electricity sucking gear. No, but 50 years old this week. The first electronic computer. Hard to believe. And tomorrow, our Vice President Al Gore is going to throw a switch over at the Smithsonian. This thing is still working, parts of it anyway, and it's going to count all the way from 46 to 96.
Boy, Jim, and how long is that going to take?
Oh, less than a second.
Less than a second, huh? Just imagine if the PCs nowadays works that fast, huh?
50 tons of electronic gear with vacuum tubes and everything else, and it's not as powerful as a $40 calculator today.
Oh, my goodness.
Some kind of advancement in 50 years.
Gee, that's not too long, is it?
No, the way computers go, though, I guess it's pretty long. When they made this thing, when they were trying to make it, because of the war effort, they had some ideas what they could do with it.
Mm-hmm.
The electronics people said there were too many vacuum tubes, so it would never run. And the mathematics people said there were no problems complex enough that computers were needed.
Oi, listen to that, you computer PC nerds out there, or users, or, well, computer guys like us, Jim.
And we're over at Clark High School. I have a couple of the quotes we gave some of the high school kids over there, and this one comes back with that 50-year-old computer. Thomas Watson, the former chairman of IBM, in '43, he said that there'd probably be a world market for maybe 5 computers.
5 computers
in the whole world, maybe.
In the whole world.
In
the whole world.
In the whole world. That's what he thought.
Oh my God.
I think he was.
Thank God he was a little wrong there,
I think
Jim.
he was a little bit off. Yeah.
Another disaster. See
Another
that?
disaster.
Another disaster story. Gee, any more of those disaster stories there, Jim?
Well, there's always a time I was changing motherboards in my computer and got distracted and put the 486 DX66 chip in backwards.
Oh my God.
That was a $550 mistake.
Oh, so if you do that, it actually burns out the chip, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they have a little alignment on it, so you know which way to put it in. And I've done it, so many times. But whatever I was doing that day, I got distracted and just dropped it in the wrong way, turned it on, and zappo.
That wasn't when I
It
called.
was gone.
I didn't call you at that time, did I, Jim?
No, I hope not, Tom.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it was you. Where's that $550 you owe me, Tom?
Oh, $5.50, Jim?
Wonder if our listeners out there have any questions tonight, Tom.
Oh, yeah. So they can give us a call at 731-1230, or if they're lucky enough to have one of those Sprint cellulars, they can call star 1230. That's a free call. Again, feel free to give us a call on any PC question. The phone number is 731-1230, or again, on your Sprint cellular, star 1230 for that free call. So let's call.
And if you have your own computer disaster story you'd like to share with us, give us a call and let's hear your computer disaster story.
So anyway.
So what's your biggest disaster? I think that was my worst because it was like, a 10-second thing that cost me $550. That was a sad day.
Well, my worst experience was back in 1983, somewhere around there, when the PC started coming out first time. And what happened was I was working with an old HP 150, and actually the C drive was the floppy disk, and the A drive, for some weird reason, was the hard drive. So soon afterward, yeah,
I smell a disaster coming.
Oh, definitely there, Jim. Definitely there. So soon afterwards, the company started bringing in IBM PCs. So we were setting it up, and I was working out Lotus 123, and I went to format a floppy. So I said, format C:. So you can imagine what format C: did, Jim.
No more information on your hard drive.
Right, so
they didn't have the old unformat command in those days, did they, Tom?
No. Plus, if you typed in format space C:, you hit the enter key, all you would do is see a little twinkle, a little light on the front face of that PC, and you hear, and you say,
That's good sound effects. I like that. Could you do that one more time? That's the sound of a 1983 hard drive. How many horsepower did they?
I think it was 4.77 megahertz there, Jim.
All right.
XT. So that was, that was a horror story for me.
Oh, yes, really.
But nowadays, a lot of companies are having horror stories of their own, insofar as they never really back up data.
That's always a disaster. You have to back up.
You have to back up those files. Either back them up on at least minimum back up your data on floppy diskettes. That's the minimum you should do. But a lot of companies they do backups religiously. And where do they store the backups? In the same filing cabinet as their computers. So if there's a fire, Jim, okay?
What would happen, Tom?
I don't know, Jim. The PCs would burn up, and all their wonderful backups would all burn up too, Jim. So,
sounds like the same if there were a flood, huh?
Yeah, a flood or theft, say for instance. You know, people who come in there or mischievous conduct or whatever.
Yes. Also, somebody that wants to hurt your company. A disgruntled employee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, all you have to do is pick up the paper and read about disgruntled employees. But nowadays, but anyway,
you don't want to make it too easy for people to put you out of business. That's for sure.
That's for sure, definitely. So, if you own a company and you are backing up your data, what you should do is back up that data and store it off-site. Store the backups off-site, at least.
Off-site, Tom? Did you say off-site?
Yeah, Jim. I said off-site, not on-site, but off-site. In this case, insofar as backing up data. So.
Well, over at our company, as you know, Tom, we back it up, and we have a special company. A courier comes by once a week and picks up our previous week's backup tape, and they store it off-site in a secure location inside a safe that's fireproof and et cetera, so that because let's face it, most companies today run on their data engines, how they market, how they invoice, how they know who their customers are. All of that's kept on the computer, and without that information, you're pretty much out of business. Very few businesses today that can exist without their data processing systems. Matter of fact, there's a great story in Computer World about a week or two ago about how one of the major reasons for Walmart surpassing Kmart is because of their IS department, information services. So one of the statistics in the article, it was about marketing, was that 49% of the people going to Walmart stores drive past the Kmart store to get there. Pretty strong statistic, and it's, believe it or not, how could a computer be responsible for that? Well, Walmart has about 3 terabytes, 3 trillion bytes of information about all their customers, their advertising, everything, so that they constantly keep focused on servicing their customers, providing them with good service. And Kmart, while they once had one of the premier systems, has let it get very old, and they're not keeping up. And people in the know say that that's the main reason for Walmart taking over Kmart's customers.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, the world of computers is changing dramatically day by day. Knowledge, and rather than just plain old transaction processing as in the old days, is what's taking over.
Man, you got to think about what these computers can do for you and how they can change your environment and how you can lead the cutting edge.
Yeah. On one hand, some of us get worried that, companies are storing too much data about us in their computers and we're losing our privacy, et cetera, et cetera. But on the other hand, it also allows companies to provide you with a lot better service. I mean, I've seen how that can happen. I mean, let's face it, if you have a favorite restaurant, you walk in and they know you by name and, ask if you want your favorite table and you want your favorite usual. I mean, all that makes you feel good. And when your average department store can provide you with that same kind of service, or a hotel, people come to Las Vegas, if they had that information in their computer when you arrive at the front desk and, oh, we've made some reservations at your favorite country show or whatever it is that you're interested in. Well, that's a pretty nice service, and that's some of the things that they can do by storing all this kinds of data in their computers.
Yeah, but hopefully they're backing all that.
And those guys back up religiously. They're
okay.
backing up constantly.
Constantly, all that heavy-duty information. But if you're a normal PC user, just like myself, gee, there I go again, Jim. See, I talk with my hands. Got to watch out for the people that are in the audience here. Almost
I'm sure they're watching you, Tom.
I don't know. My hands are just going all over the place, and they're ducking behind me here. We
got a big audience over here, so.
Yeah. There's
this is live from the studios of KLAV.
Yeah, there's Edward's here, and Olga's here, and Ann's behind me also. My wife. That's my wife, Ann, by the way. Oh, she's turning red now. Hope. Well, let me turn around here. Don't want to really embarrass her here. Oh, Jim.
What?
It's 7:15.
Is it?
Yeah. You know what that means, right?
Is it the birthday of ENIAC?
Oh, Jim, no. It's prize time, Jim.
Oh, Blimpies.
Blimpies, yes.
Blimpies question of the week.
Yes, Jim, here we go. Blimpies question of the week. Do you want me to read it off?
Yeah.
You want to read it off? Yeah? No?
Do the honors for us,
You
Tom.
want me to do the honors?
We get the choice of questions again this week. Answer either one.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Sure.
All right, here we go, you lucky listeners. Here we go. What's the difference? Here's question number 1. You have to tell me the difference between the two. What's the difference between, as far as PCs goes, a cold boot and a warm boot? What's the difference between a cold boot and a warm boot? Okay, that's your first question.
Warm boots sound better for the wintertime, Tom.
Yeah, and cold boots sound better for the hot summer days in Las Vegas, right?
Yep, yeah. I think that's what it's about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have given the answer away.
Jim.
Was that the answer?
No, Jim.
Oh, okay. What's the other question, Tom?
I flipped it over. I flipped it over twice there, Jim, and I was going to read the same question again. Here we go. Look at this little piece of paper here. I've got to focus in on it. What does the following monitor, the actual monitor that you put on your PC, the monitor types mean? CGA, EGA, VGA, and SVGA. I'll give you the best.
Those are all, the initials of certain words, and you're looking for the words. Is that it, Tom?
Yeah, I'm looking for the words. Those are the acronyms.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for the words. What do the acronyms actually mean as far as the monitor?
Spell them out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Can I answer now? Do I get I get to go to Blimpies?
Well, I tell you what. I'm going to give the first one so everybody knows what I'm talking about. As far as CGA goes, CGA stands for Color Graphics Adapter.
Adapter. Oh,
Adapter,
okay.
Jim. Okay. Now, the rest of the listeners have to come back with the answers to EGA, VGA, and SVGA.
And then they get that Blimpie lunch for 2.
Yes.
2 Blimpie sandwiches with the chips and the drinks and the whole bit for 2.
Yeah.
The Blimpies that cuts all their cold cuts nice and fresh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you order it. Good
Good
stuff.
I can't call in and win.
I gave you the old Hoboken story already, so we won't go over that one again.
Yeah.
I had my first Blimpie sandwich 35 years ago.
Gee whiz, I can't call in on this one, huh?
No.
Oh man, I tell
You
you.
still haven't got. They got like about 15 places around town now, Tom. They're putting up more every day.
Oh yeah.
Still haven't had one yet, huh? Don't you
No.
have a longing? You're from New York, from the good old East Coast, where Blimpie's been there for a while.
Yeah, no. Every time you say Blimpies, I think of the Blimpie, the symbol and the sandwiches, and my mouth starts to salivate. Now I want to go out and get a Blimpies, Jim.
They got a couple of them out there in Green Valley, where you live, Tom.
Do they?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, right on the corner of Green Valley Parkway and Sunset, as a matter of fact. You know that gas station's on the corner there?
Yeah.
It's right in there.
Oh. So I'm
So
gonna
go
have to,
get one, Tom.
what time are they open till, Jim?
I'll talk them into giving you a
freebie?
A freebie, yeah. We'll work it out. We'll let you answer the question next week.
All right, Jim. That means you're gonna be on the air by yourself, and I'll call in.
Yeah. So what's the number they got to call in to win this thing,
yeah,
Tom?
Jim. Oh, the number, yes, it's 731-1230. Or again, if you're lucky enough to have one of those Sprint cellular phones, it's star 1230 for that free call. Again, 731-1230 or star 1230 on your Sprint cellular.
We'll be
Call
right
in.
back.
It's like the guy said, just call 731-1230, 731-1230 to win your Blimpies meal. Or if you have a question regarding computers, Tom and Jim are here to answer your question now.
Let the professionals at Laser Dynamics handle all of your computing needs, specializing in on-site service, repair of systems and system printers at reasonable rates, complete system building, custom configured to your specifications, as well as carrying a full line of computer accessories at wholesale prices. Want to save more money? Laser Dynamics also produces high-quality recycled toner products that are 100% guaranteed to meet or exceed OEM standards. Remember, Laser Dynamics is quality and service you can rely on. Let them be your source for all of your computing needs. Give them a call at 434-9331. That's 434-9331. You'll be glad you did.
Well, hey, Jim, it's that tax time again.
Oh, no, Tom.
What are we going to do this year?
Well, I guess it's time to call my friends over at Fiorito Financial and Tax Service. I'm going to make an appointment at 731-6665.
Yes, Jim, I heard that they have all the answers when it comes to saving tax dollars. Even some of the old tax pros call Frank and Darryl for help.
Yeah, and with their longer hours, they're open 7 days a week till 10 at night. That way I know I can get in to see them whenever I need to.
Thanks, Jim. I'm going to get my taxes done at Fiorito Financial and put something in the bank this year. That number was 731-6665, Jim?
You got it, Tom. 731-6665.
Thanks, Jim. I'm taking a run right now.
The successful don't just stand there. They learn or improve their skills to compete in today's market. Learning opportunities are available now at the Community College's Continuing Education Computing Department for a variety of exciting PC courses, from the most elemental introductory computer class all the way to advanced applications, including Novell CNA preparation classes, AutoCAD, and computer graphics. So get on the cutting edge by calling the college's computing department at either 252-8591 or 877-1133 extension 413. Don't just stand there. Make the call. Those numbers again are 252-8591 or 877-1133 extension 413.
Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jim. Together we're the Computer Guys. Tom and I and our associates not only run the greatest computer talk show in town, but we also offer a wide variety of computer consulting services for both your personal and business needs, including PC and network installations, upgrades and troubleshooting, internet installation and setup. We also offer training for groups or one-on-one tutoring. We can assist you with computer basics, Windows, Windows 95, Microsoft Office, desktop publishing, Novell system administration, and much more.
So call the Computer Guys now at 222-7575 and mention you heard us on KLAV AM 1230, and we'll include a free preliminary consultation.
Back with Tom and Jim, the computer guys. They are taking your calls regarding your computer disasters and other computer questions at 731-1230, 731-1230, star 1230 send, a free call on Sprint Cellular. And now here they are, Tom and Jim, the computer guys.
Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jim. And we're back.
And we're back, and we're still the computer guys.
Oh, yes, the computer guys.
That's the computer guys. Yes. So don't forget, you gotta. In order to win that prize, you do have to call in. You have to call us at 731-1230, or on your Sprint Cellular, star 1230. So anyway, Jim, do we want to repeat that question? Those questions for him?
Sure. We're looking for the difference between a cold boot and a warm boot to win those Blimpie sandwiches. Or, if you don't know that one, you can give the other one a try, the acronym question of the week.
Oh, the Acromania.
CGA, EGA, VGA, SVGA. That must be special VGA. Did I get it right?
Pretty close there, Jim. Whoa, Jim.
Got a caller?
Yeah, we got a caller.
Bill?
Bill. Hey.
Hey, Bill, you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
How you doing there, Bill?
Oh, we're real good. I always listen to the program coming home from work.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that.
You think you got the answer, Bill?
Well, the cold boot is like starting the computer after it's been shut off, and then the warm boot is like control, alt, and delete after the clearing the memory and bringing it up after it's been on.
Okay, clearing the memory really is the thing that we're talking about there. I think that qualifies a good answer. What do you say, Tom?
Oh, definitely. Yabba dabba doo there, Bill.
Good job, Bill.
Oh,
you win.
Super.
Hey.
Yeah. The only other thing I might just add, just so all the listeners can hear the difference, in a cold boot, it does a check called a post check, power on self-test, and when you do the warm boot, it just skips that part. So it just clears out the memory and restarts the computer. So very good, Bill. Good to hear you're a regular listener.
Well, thanks.
And
When do we eat?
When do you eat? Well, they've got these Blimpies all over town, and we're going to give you a certificate that's good for use at any one of the Blimpies, and it's got the names and addresses of every one of them on the certificate. So you just come down the station here, pick it up, and Lee's going to get your full name so he can put it on the certificate. So just hang on there, and Lee will be talking to you and get your name. Okay,
all right,
Bill?
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks for the
Tom.
call.
Thanks,
Have a good
Bill.
one.
Take care.
All right. Well, that
Hey.
was quick that time, Tom.
Wow, Jim. So
We should have maybe got those spider hats and done that 2 prizes a week, huh?
spider hat. Well, yeah, well.
I got to bring that in someday so you can see it. It's a neat hat. It's a black cloth hat with the word spider in a real bright pink right across the front.
Yeah.
That's from my, my internet web browser making software.
Oh, that's pretty good there, Jim.
Yeah, those guys offered to do the spider question of the week. Maybe we should think about that one.
Oh, very interesting there, Jim. So, anyway, do we want to give him the answer to the other question there, Jim, or should we give out another prize for that EGA, VGA, SVGA? What do you think?
You want to go all the way, Tom?
I don't know, Jim. Jim, actually, the carpet guys. Remember the carpet guys? Do-rag carpet guys?
Yes.
Right there. They will give out a free carpet cleaning, including anti-static guard, for one room. The maximum size would be 10 by 15, which is 150 square feet.
150 square feet. Get your carpet cleaned and covered with
Static free.
static guard so that you don't shock your computer.
Right.
That'll make a computer disaster.
But the only thing is, the stipulation is the room that the carpet's going to be cleaned has to have a PC in it.
Has to have a PC.
So if somebody calls back with the answer to the acronym question, EGA, VGA, or SVGA, okay, you'll win that static.
I think we got somebody who wants to give it a crack, Tom.
Oh, do we?
Sure.
Oh, who's on the line there?
Susan.
Susan, how
Susan,
you
are
doing?
you there? Hi, this is Jim. Susan?
Susan, Tom speaking. The computer guys.
Susan, it's your turn to talk.
Hello, Susan.
Susan.
Hello, Susan.
Maybe Susan put us on hold.
Oh, no, Jim.
All right, we'll see if Susan calls back or listens in later, and we'll give her a shot at the... so we're going to do the static guard deal, the carpet cleaning and static guard
Right.
for the acromania question.
Right. Yeah. Okay, how does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, getting back to, well, PC disasters. Anyway, as far as backing up your system,
Yes.
Jim, a lot of people like myself, oh, we got Susan
Susan's
back?
going to give it another try.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Susan,
Let's
you
give it
there?
Another try. Hello, Susan. Well, this is not good. This is a technical malfunction of the
Ooh.
of the
Hello?
worst kind.
Oh,
there
there
you
you go.
are.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Susan.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
No, she can't, obviously.
Oh, we got a technical difficulties there. Susan can't hear us.
Ooh, due to technical difficulties, Susan, just hang in there. We'll try to make a connection here. So anyway, again, backing up your system there, Jim.
It's funny, we could hear Susan, but she couldn't hear us.
If Susan would call back, I could probably get her on.
All
She'll
right.
come
Hey.
up on another line and
Sorry about that, Susan.
give us a call, Susan.
Give us a call, Susan.
And anybody else who wants to talk to the computer guys, if you call, you may actually be able to hear them when I put you on the air. So give us a call, 731-1230, 731-1230, star 1230 send. Free call on Sprint Cellular.
Well, you know, we got all this room full of technical equipment. It's hard to maintain it all and keep it all in tip-top operating shape here. I mean, it's overwhelming, the amount of equipment here, so...
Gee whiz, I wonder if they back up this equipment there, Jim. So anyway,
I even saw a PC in the other room, Tom.
did you? Actually, I saw 3 PCs in the other room, Jim. Whoa, hey.
Computer-operated radio station.
Computer, yeah. Wouldn't that be neat?
They're going to have radio on the internet one of these days.
Will
They have computer-operated radio stations.
They do?
Yeah.
Tell us about it, Lee. I want to hear about that.
Oh, we've got them in town. I mean, some of these stations have nothing but a computer sitting there. There's no personnel on site.
Oh, how boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to talk to you.
It's great for the owners. They don't have to deal with people like me. So,
Oh, Jim, we got a caller. Joe. Joe's on the line.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Oh, get your act together, guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's
Hey.
up, Joe?
hey, I could throw you off the air
Get
for
your
saying
act
that.
together, guys.
Say it one more time and you're off the air.
All right,
Okay.
Hello. So,
Next. Okay, so... Hello?
Oh, boy.
Hey.
We're having one of those nights, Jim. You know
One
what
of
I
those
mean?
nights, yes.
Gee,
Okay.
well, tonight is, what, the 13th? Well, it's not Friday the 13th, but it is the 13th, Jim, so...
So we still don't know the answer to the EGA, the VGA, and the SVGA.
Wow. Hey.
And I'm sure Susan had the answer. We couldn't get that free carpet cleaning out to her.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Susan, call in at 731-1230 on your Sprint Cellular, star 1230. Okay. Well, anyway, Jim, going back to backing up your system here. A lot of people like myself in the past, or possibly in the currently, when we back up our systems, we might just have floppies to back up an entire system. So if we have say a 500 megabyte disk drive, just imagine backing up your system, your entire system with floppy diskettes.
No, not practical today.
No. So the
Systems have grown, but the backup tapes have come down in price, and you know it's quite reasonable and easy to back up your machine with a backup tape nowadays.
Right, so actually you can go out and buy a Colorado backup unit or another major brand backup unit.
Colorado, Ditto, HP actually bought Colorado, so it's part of
Oh,
HP
Hewlett
now.
Packard
It's
now, huh?
HP Colorado, yep.
Wow.
And Ditto, which is iOmega, they have up to 3.2 gigabytes on a less than $300 tape backup.
Wow.
So that can handle almost any home machine and most business machines for that matter. Well, we back up our 100-user network with one of those Ditto backups.
How hard is it to install one of those?
Very easy. It's a plug-in card. It configures itself if you're on a plug-and-play machine. And I had no problems whatsoever. Just plugged in the card, screwed in the tape. There's some software that comes with it, excellent software with timer backup. That's important for businesses because most of the time you want to back up when the computer's not in use. Because, like in a database, if the database is in use, you usually can't back it up. So you want to, and that's the type of file that you want to get backed up is the database that's in use all day long. So
Right.
use a timer and back it up at night.
Yep, that's very important. Oh, look at this. Jim, it's the 13th,
Yes?
but Dolores is on the line, Jim.
All right, let's see how our phone system's working. Hello, Dolores?
Dolores, Hi, this is the computer guys. How you doing? Hello?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Oh, Dolores.
I'd better look into this. I guess
Dolores.
we're definitely having technical difficulties.
Ooh.
All right, callers, we apologize, but for whatever reason, callers are not able to hear us through the microphone system tonight.
Yep. Yeah, I guess maybe since they did the weddings done right, maybe off-site. You know?
Probably the people over at the
Yeah.
cellar over there are
Yeah.
getting all our calls.
That could be, you know. Gee
They're
whiz.
probably hearing what we're saying, Tom.
Oh, gee whiz.
Well, we apologize to all you callers that can't. Well, it was working earlier, though, Tom, because we did get Bill through, and he gave us the warm boot, cold boot story there, and won his blimpies. So we'll let Lee work on that, and we'll carry on with the...
Okay, we're going to try it again with Dolores. Is that...
Yeah. Hello?
Dolores.
Oh, hi.
Hi, this is the computer guys. How you
Hi.
doing?
Well, see, let me tell you. I had the answer for the cold boot and the warm boot.
Uh-huh.
But, see, due to technical difficulties,
Yes?
see, I wasn't first.
Uh-huh.
So, can I have half the blimpies?
Half the blimpies.
You can share it with
Tom, yeah.
with Bill. Tom.
Ah, I
Tom
see.
and Tim.
I see. Uh-huh, sure.
Well,
Okay.
Hey,
I
wait,
have
you didn't call first, though.
well, see, but you don't know that.
Yes, I do.
well, unless
Well,
your name
come
is
on.
I
Susan.
think we've got you.
Come on, Dolores.
You need
Give
to know
it,
the
give it
answers
a
to
crack
the
at
other
the,
one.
at the other one, anyway.
Control, alternate, delete. I know the answer.
Oh, that's for the warm boot? Yeah.
How about for the acronyms?
You know what a VGA is?
Video.
Very good. Keep going.
What's the other letter?
G.
GA.
Video.
Now
Video goods.
well, let's go back and
Well,
we'll
I
give
don't
it.
have a carpet though, because I don't need the.
You just want the
Blimpies.
blimpies.
No, but I have a question though.
Oh, you have a question
All
for
right.
us. Hey, there you go.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about the laptops? You know, you're talking about backups and stuff. If you have a laptop, is there a way to save the information on there, or is it something that you connect up to your computer? I'm kind of trying to make a decision as to maybe a laptop is better to start with instead of a computer, that type of thing. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Did you already have a laptop? You're thinking of buying it? That's where you're at now. Do you know
No,
what?
I'm trying to see which is easier to work on, whether to get a computer or a laptop.
Okay. Well, a laptop is a computer just like the others,
Right,
just more compact, and for being more compact and more expensive. So you can't put a tape backup drive inside it very easily. On the other hand, they do make the same type of tape backups that can plug into the parallel printer port and do the same thing. Matter of fact, they use usually the same drives, just in a little case with a connector that plugs it into your parallel printer port and do the backup that way. So that's one way you can do the backup.
Okay.
There's another thing called, for example, there's a product called LapLink, where you can connect two computers together, so you could connect it to an office computer or another computer you have at home and transfer information back and forth using a cable. So that's another thing you can do if you have two computers or more.
Is it possible to connect your laptop, you're saying to an office computer, but that would be on site, correct?
Yes, and there are ways that you can operate your office computer from home with your laptop, or phone in and get your email and send email over a telephone line from anywhere in the world. So, and download files and upload files. That's similar to, what we do on the internet. So, I mean, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world to upload and download files.
Okay, I have another question on computers. Okay, I work with computers. If I want to buy a computer for my home, and I want to be able to use the modem so that I can work from my home.
Yes.
Does it matter? I've seen where it says different types of fax modem speeds. I imagine.
Yes.
I guess is what it has to do. If mine is a different number than the one that's at work, is that going to make a difference in how I receive the information?
Very rarely will you have a problem with that. The modems will automatically negotiate with each other to go to the speed of the slower one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but you'll be limited by whichever one is the slowest. That's the speed you'll have to operate at.
All right. So if you have one that's
Do I have to have a separate phone line? Is it better to do that? When you have
It
at
depends
home?
on your personal phone use and how long you're going to be on the computer. While the computer's using the phone, then no one else can use it.
I see.
So if you're going to be on a long time and you get a lot of phone calls, then you're probably going to be better off having a separate line for your computer.
Oh.
If you only use it occasionally and you're only on for a short amount of time, and or you don't use your telephone all that much, one line works fine. As a matter of fact, almost all the modems have 2 jacks on them. So you take your line from the wall, plug it into the modem, and then you take your telephone and plug it into the modem as well. So whenever you're not using the modem, you have your telephone available.
Oh, okay.
Not only that, but then you can use the modem to do your dialing for you. Tom's wanting to say something over there.
Oh, gee whiz, Jim. Actually, Ann wanted to have a question tonight about modems. So actually, Dolores, I'll tell
sorry, I got the blimpies. Tell Ann I beat her. Well, thank you very much. for your
Okay,
information.
Thanks for calling, Dolores, KLAV at 731-1230. Call us, 731-1230, or on your Sprint Cellular, star 1230.
And we'll be right back in a moment. Hang in there.
The successful don't just stand there. They learn or improve their skills to compete in today's market. Learning opportunities are available now at the Community College's Continuing Education Computing Department for a variety of exciting PC courses, from the most elemental introductory computer class all the way to advanced applications, including Novell CNA preparation classes, AutoCAD, and computer graphics. So get on the cutting edge by calling the college's computing department at either 252-8591 or 877-1133 extension 413. Don't just stand there. Make the call. Those numbers again are 252-8591 or 877-1133 extension 413. Let the professionals at Laser Dynamics handle all of your computing needs, specializing in on-site service, repair of systems and system printers at reasonable rates, complete system building, custom configured to your specifications, as well as carrying a full line of computer accessories at wholesale prices. Want to save more money? Laser Dynamics also produces high-quality recycled toner products that are 100% guaranteed to meet or exceed OEM standards. Remember, Laser Dynamics is quality and service you can rely on. Let them be your source for all of your computing needs. Give them a call at 434-9331. That's 434-9331. You'll be glad you did.
Well, hey, Jim, it's that tax time again.
Oh, no, Tom.
What are we going to do this year?
Well, I guess it's time to call my friends over at Fiorito Financial and Tax Service. I'm going to make an appointment at 731-6665.
Yes, Jim, I heard that they have all the answers when it comes to saving tax dollars. Even some of the old tax pros call Frank and Darryl for help.
Yeah, and with their longer hours, they're open 7 days a week till 10 at night. That way I know I can get in to see them whenever I need to.
Thanks, Jim. I'm going to get my taxes done at Fiorito Financial and put something in the bank this year. That number was 731-6665, Jim?
You got it, Tom. 731-6665.
Thanks, Jim. I'm taking a run right now. Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jim. Together we're the Computer Guys. Tom and I and our associates not only run the greatest computer talk show in town, but we also offer a wide variety of computer consulting services for both your personal and business needs, including PC and network installations, upgrades and troubleshooting, internet installation and setup. We also offer training for groups or one-on-one tutoring. We can assist you with computer basics, Windows, Windows 95, Microsoft Office, desktop, Novell system administration, and much more.
So call the computer guys now at 222-7575 and mention you heard us on KLAV AM 1230, and we'll include a free preliminary consultation.
We're back with the infamous computer guys, Tom and Jim. Give us a call, 731-1230, 731-1230, with all your inane computer questions. And now here they are, Tom and Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim.
Wait a minute, Tom.
Whoops. Oh, by the way. Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jim.
Oh, sorry about that, Jim. I got a little.
I'll tell you what. Let's get right to that caller because he's been hanging in there a long time.
Oh.
He put up with
our
technical difficulties. How about it, Joe? Can you hear us now?
Now you're coming out loud and clear.
All right.
Got
Sorry
the
about
computer
those
guys.
problems
all
earlier.
all that frustration, even if I give you a video graphic array or enhanced video graphic array, or super video graphic array or enhanced. All right, let's start.
All right. We started off with the clue. The clue was color graphics adapter.
Okay, that's
So
EGA.
Then the EGA
is enhanced graphics adapter.
Uh-huh.
And then we go to video graphics array.
Uh-huh. Well, I'd stick with adapter
Okay,
myself.
well, I've seen it both ways.
Okay.
And then, of course, the super video graphics adapter.
All right.
All right. Hey.
Well,
We got a winner. I need to make a card for you guys.
But hey, don't forget, I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
So,
Well.
let's not celebrate, the big prize and everything.
Well, now do we get a prize if we answer the question, Joe?
But yeah, you get my undying gratification.
Oh, okay. I guess that's worthwhile. All right, shoot. See
All
if
right.
we can do it.
I've got a meager system like a Pentel 133 megahertz.
Uh-huh.
With only 16 megs of RAM, and you know what I'm talking about.
That's it, huh?
Something real little.
Real meager, huh?
Right, real meager. Anyway, I've got this Ensoniq wavetable soundboard in there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You're familiar with Ensoniq, right?
Nope.
Oh, you're
Nope.
not. Okay, it's a.
We're PC guys, basically. I know about Amigas, but...
No. We're not talking Amiga now.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Oh, okay. I thought you
we're
said
talking-
Amiga.
No, it's a Soundscape 16-bit Ensoniq wavetable soundboard.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
All right.
There we go.
Anyway, it works fine and everything. I've got it all set up. Now, when I turn Windows 95 on, I
Windows
get
95.
that that sound effect, the wave table sound. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I put a CD-ROM, like a music CD-ROM in,
Yes.
okay, and everything's playing beautifully over my speakers and the subwoofer and everything, then if I use my mouse and I change something, I get the internal sound. The sound wave from the Windows program,
Yes.
which is very annoying when
Yes.
you're listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't there a way of turning that sound off, or not, when it's playing music, not having that sound come through the speakers?
Well, you probably have the Windows. What do you have the Microsoft Plus in there? And
Yeah, I've got the Microsoft Plus, but it said something about that it mixes the sound from the internal.
Right, but you have all those little sounds enabled because you use the Microsoft Plus, so you've actually told the computer you want all that.
And I do want it when I'm not playing regular audio CDs.
Yeah, but I don't know that they have an easy on and off with that. In your setup, you set it up to do those things, so every time you start moving the mouse, it's supposed to put out those sounds.
Yeah, but I thought that one would override. In other words,
No, you can play...
one input would override the other rather than mix the signals. You have a high-level signal and then an internal.
No, your board is actually a mixer, like a mixing board for a studio, so that's what it does. It mixes... You can actually play MIDI sounds, wave files, CDs, all at the same time. It's made to do it that way.
Well, that's very disappointing.
It's actually an engineering achievement. This is actually a feature. No,
I understand. It's got Roland and MIDI wavetable. All the whole thing. I can play an external instrument and everything like that through.
Right.
But the point is that it's capable of playing audio CDs besides CD-ROMs.
Right. I understand.
And the fact is that if you're playing the audio, you want music coming through. You don't want those grunts and groans and whistles and bells when you...
Well, you should have a volume control in there. So what I would do, since it is part of the setup that those sounds come in, what I would do is get your volume control and turn the volume down on the waves while you're playing your CDs. That would be the easy solution, because there's no easy way to turn off those sounds other than changing your setup. And in that, you'd probably have to reboot before the setup takes place. So that's, as they sometimes say, that's not a problem. That's a feature.
All right. So anyway, Joe, stay on the line. Lee's going to get the information so you can come down
And get your free carpet cleaning and static guard where your PC is.
Is that the prize you want to go with there, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the prize. Okay.
All right. So thank you very much for the call and the question and winning the prize, and congratulations. And I think we got another call that's been hanging in there on his cellular, on that Sprint cellular. So
yes.
Is that Dave?
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hello?
Hi, Dave.
Hi. Here's my question. I'm checking out laptop computers, and the kind that I like, which evidently is exclusive to IBM, features an expandable keyboard, which is important when you're doing a lot of writing. You try and do on those regular keyboards on a laptop. They're tough.
Right.
My question is this, though: when I check with IBM in terms of a pricing for it, they told me it was about $4,200, which is a lot more than a comparable computer other than the expandable keyboard.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, are there any alternatives I have to? Because the whole idea is I want to have the portability and be able to at least be able to write with a regular keyboard.
Yeah, most laptops have a connector on the back that you can connect a regular keyboard. So if you don't mind carrying a regular keyboard around, and you can buy them for as low as like $15, $20, a full-size keyboard. And or if you're going to do most of that at home, just leave the keyboard at home, set up your laptop, and plug in the full-size keyboard.
Yep. That's the way. Yep.
Does that sound like a solution for you? Oh.
I would hate to lug it, but the difference between 4,200 and say around 2,500 is substantial.
It might be worth carrying the keyboard.
I think you may be right. When you plug in the
keyboard,
I think you may be right. When you plug in the keyboard, is there any specific software that you need, or you just plug it in and start working?
Mostly all laptops, and you need to check that when you buy it, but virtually all laptops will take an external monitor and an external keyboard.
Okay.
So for people that need the portability for traveling, they leave the monitor and keyboard on their desk at home, and then they just plug those two in when they get it home, and they work with a full-size monitor and keyboard, and just have the laptop smaller keyboard when they're traveling.
Also, too, I never could understand, I work with it, but I don't understand the difference between serial and parallel ports. In other words, what is the really difference between the two?
Well, basically it's exactly what it says. I mean, they're just two different standards. Serial, each one of the bits, or in other words, the characters that are either going to a printer or modem or whatever the device is, go serially one after another, whereas in a parallel port, I think it's 8 bits can move, since they have parallel wires, can move at a time. So the potential is for a parallel port to be a lot faster.
So, but a parallel and or a serial, either one could work the same peripheral, such as a printer or other.
Well, nowadays the serial interface for a printer is usually a lot more expensive. It used to be the other way around, but nowadays you'll see that very few printers have a serial port on them. They're usually all parallel today.
Oh, I see.
So serial's usually an option.
Do you think now, too, one other quick question, and I appreciate the show, in a laptop, about what I've read in terms of recommendation, if you're doing a lot of writing, is at least a 10-inch screen, 10-point something.
Yes,
screen.
Yeah.
And are they going to get bigger than that, or do you think that's about standard now for the size for a...
Well, you know, they're going to keep trying to make them bigger as fast as they can advance the technology and keep the price from getting too crazy.
Right.
You know, they're going to keep doing it. I mean, there have been a lot of technologies talked about for years that have actually been developed, but price-wise, they just haven't gotten there yet. So.
And then the cycle seems to be about every 18 months. So if you, the trick is if you buy one now, within, say, 18 months to 2 years, the technology will be totally different. You could still use your laptop, but now they're going to have other features on there.
Yeah, the thing is always the same, whether it's a laptop or, you know, a desktop. whatever you have is still going to do the same thing, 20 years from now. But
Right.
maybe all the features will be overwhelming, and you'll say, gee, I can't do this, I can't do that.
Right.
Now I want the... I mean, that's the game they play, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So that they try and come up with enough features and enhancements so that you want to go out and spend those bucks.
Yeah. But there's never a chance that where, for example, you buy a laptop today, in 5 years it's going to be totally non-functional as far as
Well,
software.
that hasn't really happened. I mean, because whatever software you have should always work,
Right.
as long as you have it. So I've never seen that happen.
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
Good call.
Take care.
Well, Tom, interesting questions. I wanted to, Dolores brought up another topic there that I think we should just quick get into there, because we have another laptop question here, is that laptops can be used to operate another computer over a telephone line. There are programs like Remote Control, PC Anywhere,
Right.
and what these programs do is they actually let you operate a remote computer. So if you have a big Pentium computer in your office with a modem in it, and you put this PC Anywhere software in it, and then you have your laptop and you're sitting on the beach down in the Caribbean somewhere, you dial in and you could type out all your letters. You're actually operating the remote computer. It's actually just transmitting, like when you hit the keyboard, it actually just sends the keystrokes to the other remote computer over the telephone line, so it does all the work. So if you have a good, powerful computer at work, you can just operate it remotely over a telephone line.
Yeah, an interesting question that a lot of people ask me is, can a modem work over a cellular phone?
Yes, they can, and for the most part, you know how you get all these dropouts and whatnot on the
Right.
cellulars. If that happens, you're going to lose your connection. So one of the things they've come up with is digital cellular, and that they have that in Las Vegas. We were one of the first cities to get that. So with digital cellular, you don't have those problems. So, and they actually, most of the digital cellular phones have a jack for your computer.
Wow.
So you can...
That's fantastic. So
yeah.
you could actually be sitting on the beach with a laptop, with a cellular, digital
on a
cellular,
desert island,
on
Tom.
a desert island, and communicate with your PC in the office.
And the boss will see your work coming out. I mean, you can tell with that PC Anywhere, you can tell the printer in your office to print the things that you're working on. So then you call your secretary and say, now go in and hand this to the boss and tell him I just did it. And, and then you get a few more raise.
Gee whiz, I tell you, everybody that's listening to this show right now are probably
That's what I
thinking
do
of-
all the time. Oops.
They're probably all thinking right now, they'll go out there and buy a laptop, buy PC Anywhere, okay? Look
And
at,
head for the cruise ship.
right. Talking about the PC Anywhere, does PC Anywhere have to be loaded on both PCs?
On both
The
machines,
laptop and
yes.
the desktop?
Yes.
Okay.
And the newer ones you can operate, because everybody's gotten into the Windows world. It used to be all DOS, but now they have PC Anywhere for Windows as well. So you can be in Windows on both ends of the system.
Wow.
And in some cases, like at what we've done at our place, we have a big network. We've set up a pool of modems, and we have this new thing called Netware Connect that we can call into this pool of modems, and even though our machine isn't connected where my computer's not connected where the modems are, it'll then go over the telephone line, into the network, through the modems, on these cables over to where my PC is, find my PC, and let me operate my PC across the network, across the modem, from the desert island on my cellular phone.
Aha, so I know where your intentions are there, Jim. Long term, or maybe even short term there, huh?
It's great for consulting work, Tom. It really is very handy. It is great for executives that need to travel a lot, or just for people to keep in touch when you're traveling. I mean, even just for families. If you have a PC at home and you have a laptop, you can send your email, pick up your email from your children and family while you're away. Stay in touch.
I tell you, look at this technology where it's putting us nowadays, huh? So anyway, Jim, we're winding down here with the show. We never really got to talk about viruses, but I guess maybe we can build that into next week a little bit. Next week we're having a guest appearance with the tax guy, is that right? Fiorito?
Frank Fiorito's scheduled to be on. We need to confirm that with him, but we're going to, right in the middle of tax season here is when we most want to have him. But guess when he's the busiest? Right in the middle of tax season. So
hopefully.
Did you do your taxes yet, Tom?
No, actually, I'm waiting for a statement from your company, a 1099 statement.
It's not mine, Tom. I don't own it.
Oh,
I only work there.
Okay. You know, before I can fill out my taxes, before I can call Frank and have him actually
do your taxes.
Do my taxes for me.
He's already called me and asked when I'm coming over, so I just have to start digging all those things out of the shoe boxes and, receipts down in the bottom of the drawers and all that type of thing. He loves me when I come in. So empty out the garbage bag full of receipts on his desk.
So we'll be talking about taxes, and we'll talk also about printers and graphic. Your favorite topic, Jim?
Graphics!
I throw it in there. Graphics.
Yeah, and we didn't even welcome our new advertiser on Community College of Southern Nevada, where we both teach.
Oh, yeah.
Advertising with us now, so welcome aboard. And
right, and training is so important nowadays. For all these new PC users, definite training is important.
Have to keep updating all the time.
Right, and call those continuing education people over at the community college.
By the twinkly sound in my ears, I have a feeling we're just about through, Tom.
Oh, really? Oh,
Another hour has breezed by while we were here mumbling into the microphones.
Even during the technical difficulty times. Oh, I see the count off. Here we go. It's like New Year's Eve.
Good night, Pat.
Good night, Jim.
And Ryan.
Oh, and Ryan and Mike and Jim and Tom and Lee. Bye-bye.
The preceding program was paid for by the Computer Guys.
You're listening to KLAV Las Vegas.
When you were a small child, you were different from your dysfunctional family. They didn't like the way you seemed to look at them. You made them feel uncomfortable. And for no good reason, they degraded you and tried to put out an incriminating contrast to your innocence.